Morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I'm your host, Aries, and that's Joe Bob McGee, a redneck hillbilly from Kentucky. Just joking. He is a redneck from Kentucky, though, or his family. You get the idea. Okay, carry on, Aaron.
Huh? Oh, I was out in the sun too long. No, I wasn't. Well, I was, just not today. Anyways, we wanted to talk about, well, our channel's called Living Simply and Fun. And having fun means not being depressed. So, we had a visitor, and he was very depressed. And, well, I hated to see him that way because he's a good friend to me. And I was thinking, well, how can a person have fun and maybe change things around from being depressed? And every depression has so much that goes into it, so much of it's situational. You get away from the circumstances and things get better. So, the first step of beating something like depression and having fun is figuring out what you can change to be happy, to make the depression go away, which means your first goal would be assessment. But our main thing in this is goals, shorthand, short-term goals. Every time you complete a goal, there's kind of a bit inside that's a little excited about having completed the goal. So the first goal should always be assessment of one situation. Now, if you're depressed because your neighbor keeps pounding on the wall, easy remedy, move. However, there's a lot of steps taken into moving. Or if your depression is you're lonely, maybe get a dog. That's a goal that you can set. Or go out. Maybe you're embarrassed to go out, so you have to figure out how to go out. So, maybe coming up with a better self-style. And if you're buying video games, maybe instead of buying video games and movies, buy yourself an exercise bike and a treadmill, because you're not going to lose weight sitting inside playing video games. But if you're too embarrassed to go out, well, you know, and it might take some savings. So set yourself up some short-term goals, like save $20 this month, save $20 next month. In a couple months, perhaps you can actually get that exercise bike or whatever. Or maybe even put an ad out that you're looking for a used exercise bike that someone was thinking about throwing out, and you'd be willing to pay like $25 for it or something. There are all sorts of things you can do. Don't just give up and sit on the couch and be depressed. If you want to move out of your city and get away from scornful looks of people who watch as you don't have the money that they all have, and they're driving their nice cars and wondering where your car is, then maybe you need to get away from that situation and get out of there. That takes money. So if you can work in any manner or fashion, then get a job. If you can't get a job because you can't handle the situation at all, then you need to make sure you have some type of income so that you can actually get away from all that. So you need to start setting small goals, whether it be going out today or going out tomorrow, or, you know, just going and taking a shower every morning at the same time. One of my goals that I set up recently is trying to keep on a sleeping schedule. I don't want to be up till 1 or 2 in the morning, and I don't want to be up at 5 or 6 a.m. I'm trying to force myself back to sleep if I get up at 5 or 6. Why? Because I know I need a full 8 hours of sleep. I can't be getting 4 hours a night. So that's why I'm trying to go to bed at like 10 or 11. That's one of my short-term goals. Another short-term goal was quitting smoking. Hey, I've been smoke-free almost 2 months now. Yay me. This is something that I set a goal for, because I got tired of hearing myself wheeze at night. The wheezing went away within a week, but I bet you I'd come right back if I started smoking tomorrow. So I'm kind of happy to quit smoking. And because I knew that most people, when they quit smoking, gain weight, and I'm already overweight, I don't want to get obese. I'm fine with being overweight with man boobs, but I don't want to get to the point that I'm 700 pounds with enormous man boobs.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
700 pounds.
Yes. So, one thing I knew is smoking usually causes people to eat more. So I figured if I have to cook everything, then I don't have something I could just empty a box into a bowl and boil for 15 minutes and be like, I don't have cans of Chef Boyardee. I can just pop the lid, pour into the thing, and throw in the microwave for 5 minutes. I don't have anything like that in my place. I don't keep bags of chips, and so I'm limiting myself, and I can't overeat except for at dinner time, which I'm full with my normal amount. So it's not like I'm overeating, which is saving me. So the thing is, you just got to set yourself small little goals. I'm trying to get more exercise. Another goal of mine. I've been going to the store daily almost, except for the last week when we've been out of money. One nice thing about going to the store daily, especially when you walk, is every time you go to the store, ours is about a mile away, that means a 1 mile round trip walk, at least for me. So that's exercise. That's something I need. I've cut out soda. That was a short-term goal I did a couple months ago to try to get healthier. Every day I'm trying to complete certain goals. I've incorporated vegan food into the diet. Yeah, I'm not vegan. My friend sort of thought that when he came to visit that I'd be fully vegan. That just didn't work very well. Rita here, she likes her meat too much. She's a cowgirl. She likes beef and chicken and pork and whatever else she can eat. She likes bacon. I like bacon. My favorite pizza is a jalapeno bacon breakfast bacon pizza. I gotta have that.
Give me the bacon!
Okay.
If they could make a bacon-flavored bourbon, I'd be buying it tomorrow!
We absolutely love my stuffed jalapenos. They're stuffed with sausage, and we like pork adobo. These three things you can't have without meat. I started making chicken tikka masala, and Rita loves that. So, again, can't get away from it. However, if I can incorporate like 2-3 times a week vegan food, then I'm not eating 100% meat. I'm still getting my proteins and stuff, and yet I am eating healthier at least half the week. And so is Rita at that point. Another short-term goal of mine is trying to figure out what's wrong with my heart. But unfortunately, the doctors around here don't want to work with me, and I'm about fed up on that. At least trying. Which means I need to set myself a new short-term goal of finding a way to get out of here, which might mean just applying in any apartment complex in any big city until I get accepted somewhere and can go off to it. Not something that's going to happen overnight. And it may not be necessarily where I want to go, but I might at least have better choices of doctors wherever I do go. I mean, there's everything from Santa Fe to Tucson to Baltimore to, I just will not go to California, and I really don't want to go to Connecticut. Not that I care about gun laws, but Rita does definitely, and I kind of got to worry about southern states because of her being transgendered. But St. Paul, Minnesota should be fine. Milwaukee should be fine. I hate the cold and I like the warm, but unfortunately all the warm places are pretty much out because of her. So that kind of changes things. Yeah, the thing is, you need to start looking for short-term goals, even long-term goals for that matter, because long-term goals are nothing but a bunch of short-term goals that are linked together to achieve that long-term goal. And every time that you complete a short-term goal, it's a little exciting because you've completed something you wanted to do. And that's kind of a happy thing. I really don't know what else to say about this other than just keep working for your goals and make sure to set them, write them down, give yourself a due date for them. But the thing is with goals, you don't have to push yourself too hard with them either. Just set them so that you want to complete them. Make sure that it is something that you want, because then you can say, well, I really want this, why am I not doing it? And then you could try to figure out ways to motivate yourself into doing it because you do really want this. If you set yourself a short-term goal like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the gym like once a week, if you don't really want it and you're just doing it because somebody said you need to be more physically fit, that's not going to help you with accomplishing that goal. You might not want to be around people. You might not want to pay the membership fee. You might not want to... There's all sorts of things where you can throw up excuses. And, well, I've always said that, and I've read this somewhere else, is excuses are just putting a roadblock up for yourself.
So, you said we wanted to keep this short.
Yes, and so I should get your input.
My input is as simple as he said it. Just take it nice and slow. Me, I have little goals I write down daily. They're small goals that works towards the big ones. And then the big ones come at the beginning of the month. So technically, just take it nice and slow. You'll get things done. And like you said, it's like a chain link. Everything links up together, or a tree, you know, a tree thing. So
I mean, even if you want to end up having like the most impressive movie collection, just plan to buy 2 or 3 a month until you got everything you need. Don't just sit there and get discouraged because you can't buy 1,000 right now.
Exactly. So
within a couple months, you'll end up finding you have a very large collection that's rather impressive.
Anyways, with that said, do you have anything else to say?
No, just don't throw roadblocks up for yourself. Go after the goals that you want to. They can be accomplished. God says that basically where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, but also God said, knock and keep asking and it'll be done. Jesus said, ask in my name and it shall be received. God also said, God knows what you need before you
Ben
even
Franklin
ask.
said, those who help, God helps those who help themselves. Basically reiterates on those that you can't just ask God for help and it'll happen. You have to actually kind of aid Him, because you ask for $20 on your counter, it's not going to come. But you go out and work, and you'll have that $20 on the counter.
Exactly.
So the thing is, you just got to have it in your heart, the will to do so, and remember that you have to be active in whatever your goals are. Goals aren't going to be completed by themselves.
Yes. I agree. You got to be active and you got to keep at it. With that said, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box if you like. Please add me as a friend. Please subscribe.
And here's to a happier and more fun life.
Yes. Amen.